When a normal person manage their financial balance sheet in their home, like how much they, the as you
Spending
said,
and how
spending,
much,
yeah,
yeah.
as you said, like the least priority comes to the fitness
Yeah.
because that can be adjust easily.
What is pain smart training?
Each mistakes tells a story, right? Each pain has a different story that you have to decode it as a personal trainer.
There are many fitness facts, fads, especially this Instagram 30 days transformation and all. Do you think this really work, or it requires lot of time, patience and effort?
If you want to start, find any reason to start, because once you start, then you can't stop.
Apart from physical pain, right? What about the emotional and the mental pain that they carry? In a world chasing success, we chose to slow down, listen, and re engineer from within. After 2 documentaries and 40 plus powerful stories that moved hearts worldwide, this is the Re Engineered Club. Welcome back to another inspiring episode of the Reengineered podcast, and I'm your host Madhusmita Nayak. And as always, I want to thank you all for all the love and support you have been showing for this show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who believe is ready to begin their own reengineering journey. Today, we are stepping into the world of fitness, not the glossy six pack Instagram version. Our guest, Tarun Pal, is a fitness trainer who believes that fitness is as much as about the mind and soul as it is about the body. He calls his philosophy as pain smart training. Hold on, you will come to know a deep dive conversation with him what exactly it means to. Fitness is beyond six pack and beyond 30 days transformation. Let's dive in into having a beautiful conversation with the fitness trainer Tarun Pal. Welcome, Tarun. It's a pleasure having you. You look absolutely smart in your stunning fitness track with the beautiful cap that you have and attire. So already you are in fitness mood,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Thank you so much for having me. It is a great pleasure for me to be over here. It's my first podcast, so I'm a little bit nervous as well, but excited as well.
See, the first one are the special ones. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you will never forget the first thing that you have ever done, and we enjoy the process.
True.
And the fitness journey is a journey by itself.
Yes.
And you have started this journey, I think, how many years back? We'll dive into detail and why you started this as a career. But before we start, I have heard of many kind of fitness training, but yours was very unique, called Pain Smart Training.
Okay.
What is Pain Smart Training?
Basically, it came in my mind according to the experience I have with my clients, case study by case studies. So when I used to train people, and they have like lower back pain, knee pain, or shoulder injuries they're having, and I have to deal with that, and along with that, I have to complete their goal. So I gave them solution there. If you have pain, so that's okay. Still, we can achieve your goal in a smart way. So slowly, how the time gone passing on, and then I realized, okay, it's a pain plus smart. So the theme came in my mind, and just it clicked once, like immediately. So that's how it goes.
So that means you are transforming the pain to smart goals.
Yes.
So whoever clients, like I know, even for me, when being a strategist and always setting smart KPIs for the companies, even the same thing that we have for ourselves, okay, 5 kgs, I want to be down by 3 months, right?
Right,
So
right.
clients approached you with that
Exactly.
target? Okay.
Lot of actually not only the for with weight loss. For some people want to look good in appearance. Some people want to bulk up in the, add on more muscle mass. But they're having concerns like weak left shoulder or right shoulder concerns, or knee concerns, or lower back concerns. So according to that, I have to create that kind of workout design so I can hit all of those things in one shot. I should not irritate the inflamed area of their joints where they already have the concern. And a big part is like I have to consult with their doctors and or physiotherapist, I have to make a relation, a clear communication level with them, so I can understand what pain or what level of pain they are having right now, and how I can give a workout accordingly. So then I came up with, okay, it's a smart thing. So let's create a pain to smart training. And as we know, we are in Dubai, so a lot of people are very busy in their life, so they don't have any time. So how to train in smart way so they can get results, having a limited days of sessions, like thrice in a day session or twice in a day, sorry, in a
In a
week,
week.
sorry,
Huh.
my God, in a week, twice in a week or thrice in a week sessions, and still they can get
The
the
results.
results,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what homework they have to do. So I focus on that. So it's a very smart thing to design and to strategize in their stressful life. So that's how it came.
Brilliant. And I think that that is one of the smartest way you have designed it, where you are doing a 360-degree review of
Right.
their current status, like
Yes.
getting into the doctor reports and seeing their endurance level,
Right.
and then making them comfortable, and then seeing the client happy at the end.
True.
So apart from physical pain, right? What about the emotional and the mental pain that they carry? As you rightly mentioned, in metro cities like Dubai or back in India, we all are hustling, we are so busy,
Right.
but we want smart goals. Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
So, when we consider only physical pain, what about the emotional stress, boss target, and other pains are taken into consideration?
Yeah. So as I faced different clients have their own emotional level of pain, right? One you said, like from the boss target and all. So they are already stressed in their life. I don't want to be like a strict teacher to them to create more pressure, so they will give up in 1 month or 2 months, right? Instead of that, I sit with them just like this in a separate room or in a separate, might be a cafe or something, where they feel ease to talk about it. And then slowly, I get all their, histories, what's it, the pain histories, or
The
how
background
much
check,
the
yeah.
background check, and how much time they have tried to achieve that goal, and that emotional pain. And some people are related to their family things. For example, they, like one woman was there, she want to come and to build to strength, just because she want to pick her daughter for a longer time period.
Oh,
So
so
that's another kind of
beautiful.
pain, emotional pain,
Yeah.
right? She can't, because she gets tired after busy schedule of office. She get tired, so she don't have that much of strength. And plus on that, she have to reduce weight as well.
Yeah.
So that's a different kind of emotional thing, and every different people have their own emotional things. Obviously, I can't solve everyone's emotional pain and all, but I can give some solution, a kind of a distraction, where they feel they are in a different zone and the different environment, and they feel like they're comfortable and they can do anything, what they thought of, like reducing the weight
Yeah, you
or
build in the confidence in them in the first
exactly.
step. Yeah.
That's the main thing, because if you don't have any confidence in yourself, how you can bring a success or result to your life,
Yeah.
maybe in personal or maybe in fitness or maybe in their career, right?
Yeah.
So my approach is a little bit different. I can have a more conversation with my clients to understand the root of it, where they are lacking, why they are not getting results, why they are trying and failing. Like few people are very lazy. What's the reason for that laziness or procrastination kind of thing? So then accordingly, I gave them small
Tips.
tasks, tips, some small
Task.
tasks, like walk for 5K steps. If you can't, then just do any physical activity. Rest, you handle. Rest, I will handle it, and we'll have like 2 sessions in a week or 3 sessions in a week, and we'll strategize how we're gonna work
And
accordingly.
and you customize their training program as per the capability and the strength they have.
Exactly. Always. I have to ask them after every exercise. I have to ask them like how it is. How is the intensity of the exercise? Like it is hard, it's medium, or it's difficult. According to that, I can understand. Okay, he or she can handle this much of stress. After that, if I push more, might be the joint will say, "Hey, hello, stop over here," right? Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So accordingly, I have to change. Sometimes I have to change the exercise on time, right? If someone is doing normal squats and she or he is feeling in left knee is like pain or pinch or some sensation is over there, immediately I have to change the exercise. Might be adding hip resistance band or might be adding variations, basic variations like sit and stand kind of thing, where we hit the muscles and still we can achieve the goal
So that's
accordingly.
how you re-engineer your course of action at the spot,
That's right.
wherever required.
That's right.
But it's a very good approach that you are customizing it, building confidence, and also observing them on the progress, right? But as you said, like any kind of resistance, or they have always for doing and having the consistency in that fitness training.
Right.
Do you see any particular kind of resistance which is very, very common among all the people for what stops them for getting into this fitness journey consistent?
First, two things I observed. First is like parquet form. I always make them fill parquet form before talking to them, so I can understand their history. So over there, there's an
What is
option
that called?
parquet form, physical activity questionnaire.
Okay.
So we
PARQ,
parquet
Physical
form
Activity Questionnaire.
questionnaire. So we always do first before talking further, so we can understand their past history or habits or what was the block to continue with their fitness journey and why they stop, why they can't continue. So these questionnaires are there over there. So some options are there, and if they have some other options also, they can write that thing as well. So mainly first is that thing. Second is what I observe. Silently, I'm observing their movement, their behavior, their expression, and the reason, the excuses they are giving why I'm not able to come. Then I will able to understand it's originally that reason that they have written, or it's just another form of procrastination. That okay, they want, but tomorrow.
Your diagnosis comes correct after seeing the course of action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then after that, I'll just ask question why. And when I ask why, then multiple answers comes up, or might be a new answer comes up that they didn't mention in the form,
Okay.
right? So basically, most probably, what I felt, their goal like changes always according to the others' perceptions. Always I see family, no time, or friends or
So these
family
are
like
all
that.
excuses, if you see.
Exactly. This is all
Yeah.
the excuses, but they don't know yet, right? Because no one has taught them or approached them in that way, right? Okay, this is a part of life. It's a part of journey, and no matter which age you are or no matter which place you are, always there will be some obstacle or always there will be some challenges in life. You just don't have to roam around that challenge. You have to look for new upgrade options or progressed options. So at least with that problem you can have a practical solution that will progress in life or their fitness goals. That's why pain to smart.
Yeah, and I believe because when they start this journey,
Right.
right, they're so optimistic, and we all set very hard goals at the
Right.
beginning.
Right.
But is it practically possible? Like, suppose they say that 1 hour they will devote, but they really have only 15 minutes time slot available for them. So it's the problem in the goal setting itself, what they do initially, right? So now what you said, it's a brilliant technique, I must say, the PAQ, which is the assessment, the self assessment that you are doing before they come over into the training.
Right.
But have you noticed, or what is the trend, like when they write that form, they are very optimistic, but when they come on ground and actual training starts, there is a huge difference. And how do you
Another
address
story.
that?
Yeah, another story. Totally another story.
Yeah, right.
Because they mentioned like okay, for example, one guy doesn't had a BP problem. They mentioned over there. I asked like, do you have any concern in past or health concern in the past? Because we should know, a personal trainer or personal fitness coach should know about it before designing the program. So according to that, we design the intensity or food choices as well, right? After consulting the nutritionist, right? obviously. So, but sometimes they don't declare, or sometimes they forgot, or sometimes they don't want to share that they have a knee pain or BP problem and all. While training, and then so like, huh, I forgot to tell you one thing. Kya? Oh shit.
Because you have to change the plan completely.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's how it is. So yeah,
Then
it
again, you
comes.
change the course of action.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
instantly. So the more variety of case studies I handle, the more I have experience, and more I have experience to change the program instantly on the spot. Okay, if you can't do this, you can do this. Okay, we'll decrease the intensity. Okay, do not eat that. Right, it is bad for your uric acid, for example. Right. So a lot of changes,
By
lot of
doing this, have
stress.
you become half doctor now?
I won't say because it's their job.
Because you are analyzing and diagnosing it, but I think very rare fitness expert does that by having all this one to one interaction and getting all the root cause analysis and then prescribing or planning a fitness plan. I completely understand
Yeah.
that yes, you cannot prescribe anything, but you can define it as you are doing it.
Actually, nowadays, personal trainer is just like a insurance seller or credit card seller kind of thing. Why? Reason because they have a job, right? I'm not talking about the freelancers and all. I'm talking about the people who are in the job, which is I would say not wrong, but it's not right as well because you're ignoring people's real problem, and they are just looking for like sales or commission, or they have only 1 hour barrier, and then after that they have next client,
Back to
and then
back.
back to back 6 clients. So sometimes they forget to do these things because they have very less time, right? And it take time. So I won't say they are wrong, but a lot of people suffering from this, and they have to go for the commissions and go for the targets, go for the maximum
So
clients.
they are commercializing the fitness industry.
It's already there. Actually, it's already there. It's already commercialized. We, as a client, is a normal human being. We can't see that, but behind the story, it is like that. But still, they are good trainers. They take care of you. This then it is just like they are exhausted. It's just like any office job from another company where they tell you to stay back for a little bit more hours. There's one more client, so it is just like that. So in that form, a lot of people forget to do that because it consume more time,
Time
more
and effort.
effort,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we have to manage accordingly. So that's why a lot of personal trainer is like fail to do that or not able to do that.
And not continue the relationship. Yeah.
Yes, yes, because it's a you see personal training is kind of a very
I must say it's a very big trust building exercise, right?
exactly. So you have to be personal with them, but not too personal with them. So you have to maintain a fine line of professionalism and plus a
Discipline.
discipline or good relation, right? So yeah, that's a very
So
I would
saying that, how like with for your looks, are you been taken for granted because you look very kind and this thing? So how serious are you? Very strict or you rate in
it goes according to the people. Like people who are very lazy, I have to be strict with them. No smile, nothing. Okay, do this, go home.
okay.
But few people who needs kind of emotional support, I have to I have to be strict with them, but at the same time I have to be very kind to them because they already suffered a lot. And one thing is like I observe very perfectly the expressions and all. So I can with expression I can know, with the eyes I can know, okay, it's a very hard day in the office today for him or for her. Okay, let me ask, like, how's your day? I'll just ask. I just have to ask that, and everything is gone. They will share blood, all
All
things
their
will come
tensions and
attention.
all
You know
that,
what
yeah.
happened in office? This happened. This happened. This. I'm like, okay, okay. Then I said, okay, we have second set.
This is so good. Like, no, it might sound so simple,
Right.
right? But one question, like what you are asking, like, how was your day? It takes out the toll of roadblock or that they have mind block they have
Yes.
in their fitness regime and they cannot continue,
True.
right?
True.
Brilliant. You are doing not only fitness trainer job, you are doing HR job also.
I'm not a HR. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy who listen. That's
But
it.
yes, and how important it is, right? Like being little bit empathetic to the person who is coming to you
Right.
for building your fitness journey. Yeah. And saying that there are many fitness facts, fads, especially this Instagram 30 days transformation and all. Do you think this really work, or it requires a lot of time, patience and effort?
Uh, I would say it's just for the marketing, basically, to make a advertisement, which the intention is right to spread the awareness. But ultimately, a short goal will be a short goal, right? If you're changing your body in 30 days, how you can sustain that when you stop the training? And that's where the sustainability comes, right? So I'm not a big fan of 30 days and all, but sometimes I have to also use to make the people aware. Okay, come at least try and know about your body, right? Because sometimes people don't understand. If we say like maximum people say, okay, you have this problem, you have this problem, you have this problem, and please sit and we'll have a conversation. They will say, oh, no, no, I'm happy with it, I'm okay with it, and they are eating KFC next day, right? So sometimes it is just a advertisement tool to bring them in and to make them understand, like, in 30 days what gonna happen, right?
Okay.
The
Okay.
transformation will take time, like minimum to minimum 6 months, if they are very dedicated and very consistent to their goals and to their routine, and they're following it, right? Otherwise, it will may take for 1 year, because you have to understand your body is just like a plant which is becoming a tree,
True.
right? If
Okay.
you're doing workout and if you're eating burger and still you're increasing the weight, something is wrong. Is you're not able to understand your own body pain from inside. Sometimes your body gives you signal, but you don't have money for that to spend until unless you've been hospitalized or your doctor gave you a final warning. It's a life and death. If a person is sedentary level, I would say just move. Just move. Start with the walking. First 1 to 2 months, your body and you also try to adapt. What is this kind of motion I'm doing it, right? And to learn the posture. In that time frame, your body will change from inside. No magic diet. There's no magic exercise that can make you change
Yeah.
instantly until unless you're managing everything.
Yeah. And transformation, any kind of transformation requires time. It's never like a shortcut route.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So you said that you rightly mentioned that it is a marketing gimmick, but it is useful in a sense, apart from whatever, we want leads or we want to get clients,
Yes.
but also to make a realization that, hey, look what your body is right now.
Exactly.
At least to know what is your condition right now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
After that, you can decide you want to join or you don't want to join. So that's the thing. A short-term goal is not gonna do any benefit if you are going for any event like for marriage or you have some photo shoots or you have some movies. Short-term goal is fine, but if you have a long-term goal and you want to sustain it, short-term goal won't do the thing until unless you are educated, like why are you doing this, what is your goal behind it, and what originally you want it from your body to be. You're doing it for the appearance, you're doing for your own like heart condition, you're doing just because your doctor said it, that
Or
this
you're
is
doing it for your lifestyle.
exactly right, because right now the lifestyle is also trendy in social media.
Exactly.
Every second person is posting a picture with the, okay, today is the gym day,
Transformation, there's that,
transformation day,
huh?
day 1, day 2, day 3, like that. So that's how it is. So my approach is always for a long term, to educate them, because 1 month nothing gonna happen, right? Because when you for example in weight loss, when you lose the weight, you don't lose only weight, you lose muscle mass also and body fat as well. But instant results comes with the side effects as well, right? Which
True.
is muscle loss, feeling lethargic, mood swings, and other things like where I see a lot of people suffers from iron deficiency when they continue that strict diet for too long.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Suddenly
We
I'm
have that fats, keto diet, GM diet, and so
yes,
many diets.
yes.
Yeah.
I won't say I'm a big fan. I won't say it's wrong. I would say like it's ultimately it's helping the people, right? But you have to understand that is for short term goal, for a specific purpose, right? After that, how you have to sustain it, how do you have to maintain that thing, that's the real game
Okay.
in fitness,
Yeah.
right? And that we have to provide as a personal trainer, as a fitness coach, we have to provide them a proper knowledge why you're doing the squats, why it's beneficial for your legs, okay,
So
and
each
what is to
exercise you tell them like how it is helping them.
exactly. If
Okay.
they feel like a knee is paining, then I see observe very sharply. Okay, what they are doing mistake. Sometimes people do like the knees goes inside while doing the squats, right? Sometimes their knees going too much forward. Sometimes their heels are lifting while doing squats. So each mistakes tells a story, right? Each pain has a different story that you have to decode it as a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
then you can suggest anyone of any solution.
So even though it is not written in the form, but by observing the way they're exercising, you can find out the root cause.
Exactly. Form is just for the basic idea. So we can know about a person, what person's mentality is there. And because whatever is inside, it is in the form,
Yeah.
right? If a person is more expressive, they will write more,
Yes.
right?
Yes. It depends on the personality, but
Exactly,
the health
exactly,
condition
exactly.
shows of
Rest of
doing.
the things we have to decode while training the person, right? So in like 1 month, you will get
You will know and you will diagnose all the factors that
yes,
is
and
behind the scene.
right.
And you rightly mentioned that nutrition and fitness goes hand in hand, but why they're always considered a different industry?
Because see, every category has their different, experts. Every genre they have different experts. For example, in doctor also there are dentist, they are surgeon, because we can't compare both things as they
Specialized.
specialized, right? Someone is heart surgeon, someone is like some
Eyes, yeah.
other things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can't mix up both things, right? You can't ask a general doctor about a specific things about
Some other
specialized.
elements.
Yes,
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 yes.
like that, right? So same thing goes with the fitness. So we have doctors who can tell you medical things. We have nutritionists who can tell you the food, specialized food for specialized categorized persons who have diabetic things and all, right? And we have physiotherapist, different job after the injury for the rehab, and then we have a psychiatrist, right, who can heal you from inside. And then we are there like personal trainers or personal fitness coach who can make them fit, or after post rehab we can strengthen their weak area, or after consulting the physiotherapist.
So, have you collaborated with any nutritionist or any nutri plans where actually it has helped your clients too?
Yes, I collaborated with Samira, right? So maximum of my client is taking with her the diet plan and all, and I suggest also, because as a personal trainer we have knowledge. We also have knowledge of diet and food and a lot of other things, but on a basic ground level,
Okay.
right? Because the nutritionist do 4 years or 3 years of education degree, and then they become a nutritionist. We personal trainers, we do diplomas and different certifications, but we can't match that level of knowledge and deep knowledge. Obviously
On diet
there's
specific.
exactly all like obviously there will be a room of improvement and more education while doing more certification, more other things, but nutritionist is a nutritionist.
Yeah.
So for me, I help them for a journal guidance, but for a specific thing I always recommend to go for a proper nutritionist, which they can help according to your busy life.
And your body's type and your considering
Exactly.
your background.
From
Yeah.
my side, what I can do, I can track. I can increase or decrease the quantity whatever they are eating, and suggest them basic things. That's a job of a personal trainer, because our main area is the physical activity.
Yeah.
how to do functional training, how to do strength, how to do weight loss through weight thing. Rest we have to track.
So in body transformation, if we say how much composition is relevant to fitness or physical fitness and how many composition goes to diet?
It is approximately 70%, around 70% is the diet.
70% goes to
It's the
diet.
diet, because if
Okay.
you're doing workout and if you're eating burger and still you're increasing the weight, something is wrong.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So you have to understand a concept. You can understand the concept through financial terms. If you're earning and you're spending more, and at the end you have nothing, right?
We
So
have
you
debt.
exactly. So you have to maintain that surplus and deficit. It same goes with your energy, right? The more energy you're investing in any physical activity or any your home, because your body burns in while resting, while you're like talking to me, still your body is burning the
Yeah.
calories, and you have to match it what you are eating, right? So if your eating is going top of the charts, the obviously you're going on a surplus. Doesn't matter you're working out, you won't get the results,
Like day night, even though you're working out. But it's a like normally as a common man, like for me, I think like
right?
as general commoners, we think that okay, if you're exercising, then you will be in shape.
Yeah.
Diet, it may be 50-50, but
Right.
this is amazing statistics. Like 70% goes to diet and
Yes.
30% contributes to physical exercise.
Approximate, you can say that, because a lot of people still don't know about it. They say, okay, I'll do workout, I'll go gym, and then I'll change, right? It's just a mindset, because what we do is we do track and we just ask, especially me, I do track and I'll ask like what you had yesterday. If anyone doesn't send me pictures, because I track in that way as well. So what you ate yesterday? So they said, actually I ate this much, only this portion. But in picture, it is not this, it's this portion, right? And that makes a big difference.
Okay, and you make a control of that, like you govern that also as it.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, because see, that's what is the
you,
transformation.
you, uh, like you look different, but actually you are very disciplined.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that is how we have to see their full 360-degree
Exactly, because
behavior and intake, and then only they can
they
improve.
can lie on your face simply. See, I had this much of portion. I had
Yeah.
this 2 spoon of rice, but it is not 2 spoon. It's not a teaspoon tablespoon. It's a whole big chunk or something like that they have put.
Okay.
Right. So you have to understand like how much you're taking and how much you're burning.
Burning out. Okay.
That gap defines your weight loss or your weight management or your fat loss or fat management, because one thing is you're eating less. One thing is in that plate, what are you eating? For example, in one plate, you're eating very less calories. For example, like 300 or 350 calories in one meal, right? But in that meal, it's only rice.
Not
It's
balanced diet.
not
Yeah.
balanced diet. It's a whole carb. So due to that, also your muscle mass will reduce when you're doing a high intense training,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
you have to manage all the percentage, make a beautiful, a colorful plate, like what I heard from the nutritionist Samira. You have to take like 50% of colorful raw fruits or vegetables, and then after that 30%,
So the plate composition has to be
yes,
that
protein,
balanced.
and
Yeah.
remaining percentage will be the carbs.
Yeah.
Then you will understand how your body changes. Then I tell them like to observe which food is giving you bloating, which food is comfortable or not comfortable for you. Because I hear a lot of queries also, okay, I felt bloated or felt blah 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 blah. Then I tell them to self observe and then let me know. According to that, I can give you some solutions. Otherwise, you are also in a doubt. I am also in a doubt. Whatever you're eating, if you're eating a chocolate also, small toffee, which will be I think 100 or 200 calories, right? Small thing.
It can also give you a
Yeah,
bad.
because your one balanced diet is approximately 450 calories around, right? And that one toffee is 200 chocolate.
It just makes it
Exactly. And they don't understand
balanced.
about that. Okay, they say like I just had this much. Okay, this much also create a big thing,
Yeah,
right?
true.
So that education is important to the normal people, because normal people didn't decode it right now. That's why How,
I
like,
think awareness plays a big role for that. Like, maybe like for me, I've also came to know that 70/30, that ratio, and, how to make, and I believe that this is also the conception.
yeah.
But do you think in the lifestyle that we are having in this such a busy where we have so many other things to do, health and fitness and diet comes as the least priority? Or so there are three kind sections. Yeah, one is like you are so busy you cannot focus. Another segment is like just to show that you are having a luxury lifestyle, you show it, right? These days, as you know, like it has
Right.
become flaunting across social media
Yes, yes, yes.
about healthy diets, expensive salads, expensive fitness
I know.
clothes. So how you balance, and how, okay, it's very good to be remaining stylish and, showing off, and
Right.
also having grounded and making it a proper long term journey, not short term.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's a very good question, very good thing that you came up with. Actually, yeah, in Dubai, it's like Dubai is a bling city. Everyone, everyone want to show off their how much the money they have or how much they are spending, how much they're looking
I
good or
think
not.
this is also part of all the life in metro, right? And especially, yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
and that's normal. That's okay. You can do that. That's not harmful. But what is not good is you're not able to understand your own body pain from inside. Sometimes your body gives you signal, but you don't have money for that to spend until unless you've been hospitalized or your doctor gave you a final warning. It's a life and death. Then your focus is not bling bling. Then your focus is only one thing. Okay, my health, my health, my health, my health, my health. Then you come to the gym and then you get educated. Oh, this is important. Because I face those people also, or those clients also, or I would say the people who want to join. They share everything. Yeah, yeah. Last month I gone to the Singapore, USA, that's it. And then when I say, okay, this is the thing, and this is the fees for this program. Okay, it's very expensive actually, and they don't realize in one day or 1 week they are spending that much, and they can't spend that much for their own body for 1 month or for 2 month or 3 month programs, right? And that makes a difference
Yeah.
in the mindset,
Yes.
right? And we can't change it,
Yeah.
right? Until unless they realize from inside they really want to do it. And because when a person, a normal person, manage their financial balance sheet in their home, like how much they, the as you
Spending
said,
and how
spending,
much,
yeah,
yeah.
as you said, like the least priority comes to the fitness,
Yeah.
because that can be adjust easily.
Or maybe in miscellaneous it doesn't come even sometimes, right?
Yes.
But as you said, it's a very mindset game, and always they see that as an expenditure, not an investment.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So how can we change that? Like until and unless, as you rightly said, till the time they don't reach to the hospital bed or doctor has not prescribed, no, you have to
Right.
reduce, they take it so lightly, right? So how, especially imbibing this thought process in a teenager, in a student, like, from the childhood, and also parents practicing it and being the role model for their own kids.
uh, you have to start with the, from the early age, as you said, like kid or teenager, because the adult is adult now. They
Cannot
already,
be changed.
they cannot be changed, or they can be changed with some educational thing or information provided to them. We have to relate their concerns to real life concerns, right? If they have this problem, then you can't achieve that, or you can't, which is practically true. Because if you are not fit, if you're not like active, right? Nobody gonna like see you, or nobody gonna see you in a efficient manner that this guy can manage the whole team. Some people judge you like that in a job profile. If that person can't, manage himself, or can't take care of himself, how he can take care of other people?
The
some pe-
family,
yeah,
yeah.
some people think like that, right? Which is, I would say, 50% right, 50% wrong, for my opinion. So that thing comes in that. But yeah, we can build a seed from the childhood. Whatever you're doing, your children are watching you, right? And they observes you, right? If you shout, they will say, okay, this is the reply, I have to shout. if you do
They
exercise,
reflect, yeah, they reflect and they
because
do the same.
lot of kid and see I see the gym, lot of kid you want to copy their mother, want to copy their like father. They come, they see, and they were like, I'll lift this, I'll lift, and they lift small kgs like 2 kgs, and they just want to copy, right? Because as an adult we are the role model, right?
Yes,
Parents are the first role model, and you have to build from the starting, right?
true.
You have to live your lifestyle, but you have to live a fit lifestyle where you can educate the people without saying it. If you say anything to anyone, they won't do it.
Actions speak up, right? Not
Exactly.
what you say. Yeah,
Exactly. They
yeah,
straightforwardly reject,
yeah,
okay, I won't
exactly.
do this.
Yeah.
But if you give them a reason to
Why
think
to do
about it,
it?
why
Yes.
to do it, or while doing the action in an indirect way, they will understand.
And if you say the fitness journey and one message or a quick fitness tip that you want to give or to start someone sitting on the bench and still thinking, should I join fitness classes or no? Be it a teenager, be it an adult, or be it old, like, old population, right? So, what is that fitness tip you want to give?
If okay, if a person is sedentary level, I would say just move. Just move. Start with the walking, right? But if we have to categorize in different thing, like kids or teenager, they should focus on a basic movement or functional movement. How to sit, how to stand, how to walk, how to bend over
The
and pick
postures, you mean?
postures, like functional activities. That will be a fitness for a children's or teenagers, because they are still in the process. What they have learned, that they, if they sit like drum, they will always in the lifetime they will do like that posture until unless being taught them in that way
And corrected.
and corrected, right? So for them kids, for the kids, I would say like more sports activity, more functional activity, that would be fine. For the adults, people who are busy, I would suggest like manage your calendar, right? That's the only way.
And find out how much time, minimum, bare minimum.
Exactly. If you can take it out at least 30 minutes, which is nothing, but in busy life, they will, I need some entertainment. So they
So
don't do
30
it.
minutes is enough, right?
For a normal general health, 30 minutes is enough. At least 30 minutes
To
a day
start.
to start. Think about, because sometimes you can fool your brain, okay, I'll go for only 10 minutes. I use this technique sometimes. I just go for 10 minutes. I'll just go for like treadmill. When I do treadmill, then I start walk and then start running. And then the blood circulation flows in my body, my heart like pounding so fast. And suddenly I feel energetic and I want to do more. Because in the gym or in any health club, there's an environment, there's a zone, there's an aura,
There
right?
is a competition.
Competition as well, motivation
Yeah,
also. Okay,
yeah,
this guy or this female is doing like this, I want to also do that,
yeah.
right? Then suddenly that 10 minutes becomes 1 hour or 2 hours and you don't even know about it, right? That means you have time, you just have to manage it.
And the environment plays a big role. That's how you should push yourself at least to hit the gym, and then it will continue.
I would say yes, yes,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say fully. Like first, in one environment, you have to create by your own self, like home environment, managing everything, calendar, or what's in your fridge, what is in your fridge.
That
Same thing is
matters. Yeah.
inside,
Yeah.
right? It's a simple
Yeah.
thing,
Correct. Correct.
right? Fridge, your body,
So we
same.
can, in that particular note, so we can judge or we can not judge, we can
Right.
come to know a family is healthy or not by opening the fridge only.
Perfect. If there are lots of things, then means gone.
Yeah. And they preach that they're healthy, it's not. The fridge
Yes, because
reflects.
see,
Yeah.
when you have
Very
late
true.
night cravings, when you have something,
You
what
will
you
go
will
to
open?
there. Yeah.
You will open to the fridge. Like go over to the fridge and you will open it, and whatever comes handy, you will pick it and you eat.
And now, if you see, because of the lifestyle and everyone, and also the environment plays a big role, climatic conditions and all this, and nuclear family, kids don't have time to play with someone and they don't have company, and obesity is in big rise,
Right.
right? So, what are the things that parents can do and kids can do just to get rid of that and make them active and mobile?
Uh, find a kind of motivation. Means discipline is it's a top of the game. Obviously, discipline beats motivation all the time. But if you want to start, find any reason to start. Because once you start, then you can't stop, right? Anything. If you got like totally focused. So,
Like example.
example, there can be a lot of
Yeah,
examples.
because it's very hard to convince a kid, like, to go out, because sometimes, even though you push a child to go out, but when he goes out, he doesn't find anyone to play with.
Right, right,
Right.
right.
So environment is also like that, and ecosystem is like that, right? So if a particular situation is like this, what is that we can do?
Okay. So first you have to know your kid more about like what he likes or she likes, what he don't likes or she don't likes, right? So for example, for a kid, like a kid likes anime. Anime is in boom right now
Character,
nowadays,
yeah,
right?
they are
Character, right?
fond of it,
Fond
huh?
of, right? So just sit with them, just watch their anime and observe as a parent. You're not here to enjoy the thing. You are here to observe and consume what he's watching and how he get motivated. And same example you can give. If you want to be, for example, a character, or if you want to be a Naruto, you have to be fit. You want to do like that? Yeah, see? So you can relate to them with their actual motivation, right?
And then make them do
Right.
that. Yeah.
If they love any sports activity, basketball, anything, just push them towards it slowly, slowly. If a person doesn't like anything, right, doesn't like anything, want to do phone, not so motivated after doing
Video games
all
and
of
all
the thing,
that.
that's a sign that you have to have a conversation with them deeply. Might be something is going in their brain that they are not sharing with, right?
Okay.
That's a different thing. That's a different one. I'm not gonna discuss that. That's a psychiatrist thing,
But
right?
as a parents, we must be alert to observe them and see what they are. Yeah.
Yes, you should be open to listen, to understand it, and find answer towards it, like how you can motivate them in different motivate. For adults, it's very easy. For the male, it is like to impress the other female. So that's the motivation.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I ask like, okay, with my clients, I won't share the name. So, so I ask like, how I can motivate you. See, you can do this, you can do this, then you can impress this. Okay, that's okay. He didn't get motivated. Then I said like, see, that girl will watch you. They're like, huh? Let's
Then the next day he was there in the gym. Yeah.
exactly. You just have to push it unless they realize it why it is important to them.
Have you put this question in your form
No,
as the option?
no, that's
Different.
creativity.
Yeah, true. But see, different motivation is different for others, and especially in this scenario or this part of the world.
Right.
And climatic conditions and nuclear families play a big role also, right? So being me, like, when I was a kid, there was nobody was pushing or motivating, like we want to go out to play.
Right.
But right now it has become like you have to, as you told, you have to show them carrot, you have to encourage them.
Yes.
And parents are also so lethargic, so that also
That's
plays in the
one more
yeah.
thing. As a busy lifestyle in Dubai
Yeah.
or anywhere, right? They don't have time to talk to the kid because they already had a lot of conversation with their bosses. Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, true.
there's
And or with their team members. Yeah.
exactly. So they don't have a power to listen to them, to give them solution.
Yeah, true.
But what maximum you can do is just do nothing, just listen to them and just ask them normal question. Trick is like, huh, and then what happened? The kid will say everything.
So go
everything,
deeper in
everything.
conversations.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're tired, you don't want to react, don't react. But at least ask a basic question: how was your day? Same thing I do with my client. How was your day? Or you're looking tired today, or everything is okay, right? Then they will say like, today was very hectic, or I didn't slept well. That is very important information for me also, because I instantly change their intensity according to their energy level. Because if they can't push it more, there's no meaning towards it to put in them in high intense workout, because they may get faint also, the sugar level can go down as well, or might be the electrolytes go down because you sweat a lot, right? So according to that, I changed the workout. So the same thing you have to apply with, and not kids, any human being, that you
That
make.
you are taking into.
Just ask them, like, some if you feel something wrong, or that person is not so active, the kid is not so active, just ask them normally.
What's wrong?
But you have to see from past, if the kid is 10 years old, from past 10 years old, 10 years time duration, how you treated them. If you scolding them more, like, don't do this, don't do this," then kid might not share. Then you have to take out
Yeah,
another way
true.
to ask, to know the cause or the root of it, and then you will get the solution automatically in your brain.
It's
That's
all intrinsic and it all depends on the bond that we have, right?
exactly.
And similarly, how critical it is to have a good relationship as a trainer trainee.
You have to be honest to your trainer, and uh, trainer should be also, honest to the trainee as a feedback. Obviously, you don't have to be rude, but you have to give honest feedback, and that's how it builds. And you have to keep asking the question to the trainee, that how things are going, and track it.
And milestones, giving them
The
milestones.
milestones and the tracking is a big thing. Measuring their BCA, body composition analysis, body fat percentage through machines. Now there are a lot of portable machines that you can measure it at home as well, and inch measurements, how their progress is going, numberize it, compare it week after week, week after week. Then
And
that's how the trust will be there from a trainee to a trainer.
correct. And what is a decent timeline of a fitness life cycle? Like you can see the transformation.
Okay. So basic transformation will start after 3 months, because first
Okay.
1 to 2 months your body and you also try to adapt. What is this kind of motion I'm doing it, right? And to learn the posture. In that time frame, your body will change from inside, right? You will feel light, you will feel energetic, you feel very fresh in 1 month. And in that process, your body slowly will change, your posture will get better, and everything gets better. But when you reach to the third month, your body is already prepared, and we have to push it more to the next level, because then the trainer also will have a confidence. Okay, I mean, this guy has done this much, and now I have a confidence that guy can do squats more better,
Okay.
so I can add weight. So the more weight progress is there, adding weight in the workouts, the more they can feel the changes in the body, in terms of strength, in terms of physical change as well. But we have to track it at the end.
So bare minimum, we need 3 months to see the change. Like,
Yes, the
there
basic
is
first level change, not full
change.
body. The full body will change like after 6 months. 6 months at least, because see, if you are in that concern for past 10 years, you can't solve it in 1 month.
Exactly.
Your body is not a robot, right?
And no AI can solve it.
Exactly, no chat GPT, nothing can
Yes,
solve it
exactly. Yeah.
until your
So
good
we
habit.
really need to be patient and trust the process of
Exactly.
transformation, not by having,
Right,
you know,
because
there is no
transformation,
shortcut.
no, because transformation is not a medicine, it is just like a journey. You have to understand, you have to build a new habit. Try to understand, your body is building a new habit. If you are having a habit of sitting on a chair like this, and you have to sit like this, it will take time, because right now in your brain it is automatically fitted. When you sit, it will be like this,
Like this, yeah.
right?
You are used to it.
Exactly. So any physical change in your lifestyle will take time to build on,
Yeah.
to add on in your lifestyle. That just have to take time to build slowly, practically. Because theoretically you can find anything anywhere. You can find a whole program of fat loss, but ultimately you have to do it. That's
That
the main thing.
reminds me about when I was in MBA and I was studying. I remember I took printout of Surya Namaskar and I kept on the bed. And it remained, I was in the hostel. We were like keeping on the bed but never doing. But the printouts were lying there
Exactly.
and it got dusted.
Right. So
So,
that's why that's why the trainer comes
yeah.
in
And
as
plays a major
a stick.
role. Yeah.
But you have to select a right trainer as well.
That's what the bonding of trainer training, it's
Yes,
so critical.
exactly. So you have to ask like a lot of questions. Why I'm doing squats, and why I'm feeling pain in my knee,
Yeah.
why I'm not lift this weight, why my shoulder is shaking while lifting, right? Whatever question, ask.
It's a very important takeaway because it's not the only job of the trainer to tell, but it's
Yes.
job of the trainee also to ask why,
Right. Because I hate
right?
the concept of standing over there and counting one, two, three, four, next weight. Then you're just not improving anyone's lifestyle. You're just a robot counting one,
And
two,
making
three,
it
four.
monotonous, right? And
Yes.
people will lose interest, yeah,
Exactly,
if they
exactly. So
don't
you
so.
have to observe very carefully and progress like according to their concerns.
Any fitness myth that has been sold very widely these days or past couple of, but it's a myth, but it's been widespread.
Can you repeat again? I didn't understand.
Like any fitness myth or gimmick that is very widely spread, but actually it is a myth.
Like this product will save you, or
Yeah,
don't do the gym,
like
or it will you will like
or
manly.
drink chia seeds with water and then you will have fat loss. Like
Ah,
I'm not talking about diet perspective, but any fitness, it can be a myth. But
there's a lot of myths actually. For example, don't train kids. Don't make them do gym. Their height will stop.
okay,
This all are old things,
they are
right?
myth,
They
huh?
are myth because as our fitness industry is evolving every year, there's new research, right? So this is a very old story and wrong concept, right? You can see a lot of kids are athletes who are doing lifting, weightlifting, and other things, sports activity. Their height will increase according to their hormones or their genes, right? You
So we
can't.
can start fitness and we can start sending kids to the gym too. It is
Yes,
okay.
gym. You can send to the gym, but for me, what is my understanding level? The kid should be disciplined as well, right? Because few kids are not so disciplined and you have to be very strict to them because you're building a foundation, right? If I say like this is the right thing to pick, he or she will understand in that way, right? And through the life, that will be the signal.
So it's the foundation,
It's a
yeah?
foundation that you have to build. So that's why said in earlier, like you have to train teenagers as more functional activities, functional training kind of thing, so they can understand how to sit, how to stand. Because as sometimes you might be, you can also observing in the life that few adults are not walking properly. Some people are limping. Why they're limping? They didn't figure it out. They didn't ask. They're just limping.
Because it has become a habit.
Exactly. It's a
Okay.
foundation, right?
Yeah.
If their parents has gone to a good doctor
Yeah.
for consultation, or a kid has asked question, why this is happening, or why I'm
That's
sitting
all.
like this or like that, might be that concern has been solved in early stage. Now
Okay.
it becomes a regular lifestyle, and people are thinking this is how it is,
Yeah.
but it
True.
is not.
Any fitness thing, culture, or fitness, like practice that you want to re-engineer? You feel like if we re-engineer that or transform that, it will uplift the culture of fitness.
Nothing. It's not a big thing. It's just like basic things. Because basic, boring things you can do until unless it making some meaning, right? So normal, wake up early or sleep like 10 or before 10. Do not wake up till late night, off the screen like
Before
one
sleeping.
before sleeping, right? And try to eat around 7 to 8 p.m. so you can have a proper gap for the food to digest. Because sometimes if you have
So
bloating,
maintain a basic, boring but consistent lifestyle.
that's the key.
Yeah.
That's the only key.
Because consistent is always
There is
boring.
no magic pill, there's no magic diet, there's no magic exercise that can make you change
Yeah.
instantly until unless you're managing everything.
Yeah.
Just like a fridge.
Yeah, that's a very good takeaway. Like, manage the fridge, the entire thing will be taken off.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
mirror that whatever you're eating.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think thank you so much, Tarun. And it was very raw and unfiltered, and also basic tips like how consistency, discipline, and how we can start the fitness journey
Right.
from as a kid itself,
Right.
and parents listening to us Please be role model and please follow discipline so that you showcase with the right examples.
Right.
And how our audience can reach you out.
Okay, you can reach out Amy in Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram handle is Tarun Pal fitness coach 17. I will be there. And if you have any query, you can ask me over there. Thank you.
And thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you and our audience listening to us today. If you want to re-engineer your fitness journey, you have to reach out to Tarun. And this is the episode. You have to watch out if you want to start your journey in fitness, or if you know someone who's struggling in getting this, please share this episode. Till then, keep watching Re-Engineered Podcast. I'm Madhusmita Nayak, your host. And please let us know your feedback in any of our social media handles. Thank you so much. If this story moved you, don't just scroll. Share it, start a conversation, and subscribe to be part of something that redefines what it means to grow. And if you have an inspiring story, please get in contact with her team, info@reengineeringclub.com.